Now, a lot of people, like, everybody's going over the whole discussion, what's the better movie between Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Captain America, Civil War. I mean, personally, it's easy for me to say Civil War.
Hold on.
What?
Before you answer, think about what you're about to say. Make sure you pick the right thing.
I mean, it's easy.
No, it shouldn't be easy. That's the problem. You should really think about what you like.
Yeah, I already thought about what I like.
Please say what I want you to say. Go ahead.
Civil War.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Civil War was the better movie. Now, a lot of motherfuckers been hating on Batman v Superman for a lot of stupid reasons. Now, I'm one of the motherfuckers that actually like the movie.
You did?
Yeah, I like the movie.
Oh shit!
Like, the movie felt a little rushed because, I mean, you think about it. It was a 4-hour fucking movie. They had to cut down like 2.5 hours. So a lot of shit they had to cut out of the movie. So they had to skip around and shit look a little rushed. Now, one of the things I didn't like was them fitting in like the rest of the Justice League, because that shit felt like rushed and some last minute shit.
It felt forced.
Yeah, it felt like they threw it in there just for the sake of throwing it in. Like, oh yeah, here's Aquaman. Here's this. Here's that.
That's how I felt. It's like you go through the whole movie and then out of nowhere,
yeah,
they just show everybody.
It felt kind of out of place.
It felt like they used it so it can save the film.
Yeah. I mean, well, not so it can save the film, so they can lead into the Justice League movie. See, I see why they did it, but I think when like the extended cut come out on DVD, it'll show all the rest of the shit and it'll be in better context.
All right, I understand. But even when the DVD drops and they show you everything that might have been missing, overall, I'm still riding out with Marvel, because Captain America: Civil War, it was
a perfect movie. I mean, either way, like look, I like both movies, but even with that, even when we see the extended cut, I still think Civil War was a better movie, cause like with all the shit they did, with all the characters in that motherfucker, like. The pace was crazy. Everybody got nobody felt shoehorned in, like on some last minute shit. Like, oh, let's throw him in there. Like even Spider-Man and shit.
That's how I felt.
Everybody got their shine. Everybody did their shit, and the shit was crazy. Like
from start to finish.
Yeah, they had the action, they had the drama. Like shit was emotional, shit was crazy, shit was funny. Like they did everything. Like everything was fucking crazy.
A mixture of everything.
So I mean, honestly, it's a better fucking movie.
Well, this is how I feel as far as Civil War goes. I felt like it blew me away, because as soon as the movie comes on, like I said before, they just automatically start whooping ass.
Yeah.
So I'm with it. And then the rest of the movie is action-packed throughout. Yeah. The only slow moments in that movie were like minimal.
Yeah, and it was like drama. It was building up the story and shit.
Exactly, made the storyline better.
Yeah.
Now, Batman vs Superman, mind you, when I went to go see it, I was already tired. So while I'm watching the film, granted you liked it.
Yeah.
But me, it kind of put me to sleep.
I mean, like it was a long movie. Like, see, my thing is like Batman v Superman was a long movie that kind of felt long. Civil War was a long movie that didn't feel long. Like it flew by like that. And I seen the shit 3 times. I seen that shit 3 fucking times. I told you I was gonna see that shit 3 times.
You didn't. So what? You didn't.
I told you I was gonna see this shit 3 times. I'm not fucking around. Like this shit was fucking groundbreaking, son. I told you I was a crack fiend. I told you I was seeing that shit 3 times, son. And like. One of the comparisons is like one of the things you could say is like the villain. Like people was bitching about both villains in both movies, Lex Luthor and Zemo. Now Luthor I didn't like. I did not like Luthor. I didn't like Luthor. Like the nigga that's playing him is a good actor.
He is a very good actor.
He's a really good actor. But their interpretation of Luthor was fucked up to me, man.
That's what I'm saying. He just, and plus he didn't really. He was over the top.
He was over the top. He wasn't threatening. He's like when he was at the fucking at the gala, whatever like that, when they first met for the first time, and he was having that speech and he was all like mumbling and going crazy and looking all awkward and shit.
Bunch of other shit.
I'm like, yo, when is Luther like that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you look at this nigga and you not scared of him.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Not only are you not afraid of him, I'm used to Lex Luthor being more of an he's more of an adult.
Yeah, he's an adult. He's intimidating. He's smart as shit.
Exactly.
He's calculating.
Now, I know you're going to get mad because it has nothing to do, but it does have something to do with it. Remember Lex Luthor in Smallville?
Yeah.
Now, if they had gave this Lex Luthor that type of mentality,
he was intimidating.
He was intimidating.
He was
evil.
He was the perfect Lex Luthor. Like honestly, Lex Luthor should be kind of how Zemo was in Civil War, manipulating, calculating. Exactly. You know. That's how that nigga is.
And not too over the top, but just enough to let you know.
Not too over the top, just the perfect fucking amount.
That's
the perfect fucking amount.
Man.
That's how he should have been. Now, Zemo was a G. Now, motherfuckers is complaining that he wasn't the proper villain. He ain't need to be. He ain't need to be. He was sitting there in the shadows, pulling the strings, manipulating shit.
He was puppet master.
He was the most. He was the most successful Marvel villain ever.
He was,
because he wasn't trying to kill niggas and go crazy and shit like that. He was calm. He fucking pulled the strings from the background, and his plan worked.
And mind you, look, this is titled Civil War.
Yeah.
In other words, this is the Avenger team separated into two, fighting each other. So for him to be the villain, you don't want the villain to overpower every other character in the film. Let his character be his character.
You don't need a Loki or Thanos or something like that.
Not in this one.
All he's doing is he's trying to get his plan into motion, and his plan worked. He's the only Marvel villain to have their plan work. Even Loki, as much as I love Loki was a fucking G. He failed.
He failed.
Zemo,
Ultron.
Yeah, Ultron failed. Like at the end of the movie, when the nigga talking about your plan failed, he said, "Did it?
Did it? Really?
That's all he had to say. Did it?
Did it?
Because the shit worked.
Look at Captain America and look at Iron Man and look at what happened with Bucky. They damn near tore each other apart.
Yep.
And Zemo's looking like, well, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, he's like, this is exactly what I wanted. He was just sitting there chilling when Black Panther was talking and was like, yeah, this is what I wanted. And you actually felt sorry for the nigga. Cause you know you see his point of view. His whole family got wiped the fuck out. His whole family got wiped out. You actually like,
and it shows you. So this is why Zemo is who he is.
Yeah, for the first time ever in a Marvel movie, I understood the villain. I actually kind of felt sorry for him, and you can kind of see in that situation, you probably would do the same shit.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as him.
I mean, maybe not as far as that and shit on some wild out shit. But yeah, you think the same way. Like, oh, that's why he did it and shit.
Now,
that's why he did it.
On the other hand, you have let's talk about the scenes after the credits with Black Panther.
Yeah.
With Black Panther, Captain America, and Bucky inside of his
inside the tent. So they froze Bucky because even Bucky knew like, all right, I'm on some wild shit. I gotta calm the fuck down just in case shit get crazy
and I love
again.
That.
And just so I don't hurt anybody. Let's do this until we figure out a way to fucking rectify
and it was
shit.
Beautiful the way they did it.
She was
and
wild.
They showed the Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Spider-Man. And like, I'm so hyped for Spider-Man. Like, look, here's the thing. After Civil War, I'm so hyped for the rest of the movies. Like for Spider-Man movie and the Avengers movie. After Batman Dawn of Justice,
they ain't show you shit.
Like, I mean, it ain't only that. It's like I'm not really that hyped for the movies. Like Wonder Woman, that movie's gonna be good because Gal Gadot, she's a good Wonder Woman.
She's gonna make it good,
and it's gonna be good. But I'm not as hyped as I am for Spider-Man and the rest of the movie is gonna follow Civil War.
Now, mind you, the only reason why you're not as hyped over with Wonder Woman's movie is going to be in Aquaman and Green Lantern, all that shit. You're not hype over it because of the production behind it. That's why.
No, I wouldn't say that.
So okay, let me ask you this: is DC falling way behind Marvel right now?
Well, see, DC is just getting their foot in now. They just starting to do shit now. Marvel been doing this shit for how many years now? Starting with Iron Man 1, they got the shit on lock. They perfected the fucking blueprint. They know what the fuck they're doing. They damn they can do this shit on autopilot now. It's nothing to them. They can just crank it out like that.
They are so far ahead.
Yeah, DC is just starting to get their foot in now. I mean, they really started with the Nolan trilogy. They really started to make a name for DC movie in the cinematic universe, and now they're trying to do the whole crossover thing. Now they're just starting.
Everything seems rushed on their end. It's like they have to try to. It's like they're playing catch up.
Yeah.
So when I compare Batman versus Superman to Captain America Civil War in general, I'm going with Civil War. Number 1, action pack. Number 2, better storyline.
Yeah.
Number 3, that's put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Number 4, the ending credits.
Yeah.
Number 5, they have better characters in my eyes, or maybe Marvel makes them look better.
I wouldn't say better character. It's just the execution was better.
Got you.
Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman, all of them, they're fantastic characters.
In the comic books.
Yeah, I love the characters. It's just the execution was better. Now another thing people keep bitching about is the director. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't be giving Zack Snyder his shine. To me, this nigga is crazy.
Well, I think he's a genius.
Zack Snyder is a crazy motherfucker. Man of Steel, I loved it. Watchmen, I loved it. All his movies, I love Zack Snyder's movies.
Watchmen was
that real shit. And people keep bitching.
But guess what?
What?
When you compare a movie like The Watchmen to anything Marvel makes, Marvel brings a more colorful, brighter,
it's more lighthearted. Like Watchmen was dark as shit.
Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, it was darker. Like Zack Snyder got that he got that experience of making shit dark. I mean, Marvel with Daredevil and Jessica Jones, they getting dark now. Yeah, they getting dark.
Dark still isn't Zack Snyder DC dark.
See, I don't know.
So it's all about what you want to see. It's all about what you're in the mood to
in
watch.
the cinematic universe here, no, it's not as dark. Like in the cinematic universe, Zack Snyder know how to do that dark shit, and I like him as a director. I mean, the Russos, they crazy. The Russo brothers, they can do no wrong in my eyes. They can do no wrong, and people actually see that, which is good. I just wish they would give Zack Snyder his shine. Now the Russos are going to be directing Infinity War Part 1 and 2, so they're going to be crazy.
So hold up, it's not going to be Josh Whedon?
No, the Russos is director. I mean, he may consult on some shit, but you know what I mean, the Russos they got the shit on lock.
See, that's going to be another good film.
Hell yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is what I want to say. I'm all about, right now, I'm trying to compare the two. Now, everybody is different. You have some people who don't mind watching a darker image of the comic book world. I'm talking about serious shit, no jokes, no nothing. Yeah. Then you might have somebody who's in the mood to watch Marvel's brighter universe, but still watch a lot of whoop ass within. So it's basically about what you want to see. It's your personal opinion. You can't say one movie was bad and the other one was good. They were both good movies.
Yeah, they were both good movies in their own right. Like they was both like this is probably the best interpretation of Batman that I've seen in a movie. This motherfucker was whooping ass. He ain't give a fuck. He was stretching motherfuckers. Like Batman was raw as fuck.
Well, hold up, time out. You said the best Batman?
Yeah. So who's better than this?
Time out.
Who better than Ben Affleck right now?
Time out. So okay, you're talking about right now. So you you just say to hell with Christian Bale.
Yo, Christian Bale was my nigga though, but this interpretation of Batman is the best I've seen. Like Keaton is his G. Keaton was probably the best Batman.
We're not even gonna go that far back.
What?
Let's stay within this century.
Affleck did a better job than Christian Bale. He did a better job. If you had to rate these shits, I would rate Batman v Superman a 7 out of 10.
I'll give them a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
because anything lower than that is just being a little.
Yeah, you're
being an asshole.
Yeah, you nitpicking, but Civil War is a definite 10.
I'll give it an 11.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it 11 too. 11 out of 10
because they went above and fucking beyond.
Yeah, and like the motherfuckers that's finding problems with Civil War, you're nitpicking. They bitching about Spider-Man for no reason. Look, they saying he's too young. They saying Aunt May is too young. Aunt May was fucking beautiful. There's no problem with Aunt May.
But what the fuck? I mean, look, let Marvel handle this shit because whatever they do, it basically fits.
Perfect. And they bitching about the suit. There was no problems with the suit.
What suit?
The Spider-Man suit. There was no fucking problems with the suit.
What, the one that Spider-Man made himself or the upgraded version that Tony Stark gave him?
Either way, badass upgrade that people for some reason have a problem with. There's no problem with the suit. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. They bitching about Zemo. Zemo was perfect, son. Zemo was perfect.
So let me guess, Zemo was a problem because he didn't play the same part as Loki? Like, come the fuck on,
I guess they want the same villain, just expanded, but nah.
I guess you want me.
He's the, nah.
I mean, what the fuck?
No, you would have made the movie terrible. They don't want you. He was the only Marvel villain to have this plan actually work.
You're right. He made them rip each other apart from the inside. Look, my gosh. Look, the video clip was sad.
Yeah,
they showed Bucky killing Iron Man's parents.
That shit was crazy.
And that's what made him go crazy.
That shit was graphic.
And that's what Zemo was trying to. That's what he. Remember when he continued to question Bucky throughout the whole movie?
Yeah.
What happened December 1st, 1991? That's what he wanted because he knew that would fuck everything up. He knew Iron Man would lose it.
And like they like one of the criticisms they bitching like how did they know that Tony would show up to that place? Yo, Zemo was so perfect in his plan. He
knew.
He predicted things. He left the clues. Yep. That's why he tipped them off about the body in the hotel room because he knew that would be on Tony's radar. So Tony would go investigate. Like he knew what he was doing.
Everything was connected.
He knew what he was from the beginning of the movie. He was dropping the breadcrumbs. That's why he impersonated Winter Soldier because he knew that they'd be on his radar.
He knew they would follow. He knew Tony would follow.
He was perfect.
Everybody took the bait.
He was perfect. He knew what he was doing from beginning all the way up until the end, and he wanted to go out. But that's why Black Panther stopped him. He's like, nah, you ain't going out like that. It's too easy for you.
Black Panther said the people are
the living's not finished with you yet.
Man,
like, yo, and Black Panther was perfect. I don't want to hear no criticism about Black Panther. Ant-Man was fucking perfect. I thought he was just going to be a cameo. He showed up, did his thing. He was funny. He was fighting.
Into a giant.
Yo, he turned a giant man. Giant man was fucking crazy. Nobody expected that shit. Everything was like, you couldn't really predict shit. Like it was unpredictable.
And you know it's crazy. Before I had even seen Civil War, I was like, man, I would really love the Hulk and Thor to be in this. Without them in it, I had seen.
You didn't even give a fuck. You didn't even fucking care anymore in the movie. You like
couldn't miss him.
Like honestly, like yo, this it's an easy 10 out of 11 out of 10. It's an easy 11 out of 10.
Batman versus Superman. 7 out of 10.
Batman v Superman. Yeah, it's a 7 because it's not as bad as motherfuckers is making it out to be. Zack Snyder is still a genius. He still know what he's doing. He's not perfect, but he's a good director. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
You know that
like
movie,
give him his fucking props.
And that movie wasn't perfect, but guess what? You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, like you know what to do now.
I'm pretty sure they looked at every bad review and said, you know what? Maybe we should do this better next movie. I think they'll get it on track, and I think we'll be saying next time they get 11 out of 10.
DC is getting they footing now, and now you got Ben Affleck that's gonna be directing his solo Batman movie, and he's gonna be directing the Justice League movie. Yeah,
he's gonna get his own.
He's gonna be directing both the movies, and Ben Affleck he's one of the greatest directors there is right now. Okay. Like he's got it on lock. Like on his directing tip, Ben Affleck is that nigga.
I'll tell you,
he know what the fuck he doing.
I would love I would love for that nigga to train me. You saw how big he was in that movie?
Yeah, that motherfucker. He know what the fuck
he was. Like, I thought I was.
He ain't playing no games.
Look, I thought I was muscular.
He ain't no. You skin and bones. You look like a fucking scarecrow. Like you will never look like Ben Affleck. What he was looking like in this movie. Like he know what the fuck he's doing. This motherfucker was trained like every single day on that real shit. Ben Affleck is a real nigga. He know what the fuck he doing. Like you get on the Ben Affleck diet, then God help you, because I don't even know if that's gonna work for you. You'll kill yourself trying to do that shit. Anyway,
hater.
Nah, I'm a realist.
Arm wrestle me.
What's that gonna prove?
Everything.
Yeah, that's gonna prove that you skin and bones. Your fucking arm be swinging around like this and shit. Nah, fuck that. Anyway, so between both of these movies, Civil War is definitely the better movie. Like that's it's 11 out of 10. That's the one I picked. But Batman v Superman isn't a terrible movie. It's not as bad as motherfuckers is trying to make it out to be. It's still a good movie. It had its flaws, but if we had to pick, it's Civil War easy,
hands down.
And I'm excited. Like it's a good time to be a comic book fan, man.
It is because
like we got all these fucking movies coming out. You got Suicide Squad coming out next.
Boom.
Shit gonna be crazy, man. Like fuck all this Marvel versus DC shit. Like picking one side, motherfucker. I'm a fan of all that shit.
Exactly.
I love DC. I love Marvel. Fucking bring that shit. I'm watching all that shit day one. Fuck that fanboy shit. Like I'm a fanboy of all this shit, man. Bring all that. That's what real niggas do.
You're right because either way, both movies do have their share of assholes.
Yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, between both those, yeah, that's what wins. But I'm excited to see what's coming up next, man. I'm excited.
I'm with it.
Bring it on, because I'll watch all them shits day fucking one.
Day 1 through 7, we're there.
Day 1 through 7.
We're there. So Hateful Eight goes to Magnificent 7. Never heard of it. I don't know who's in it. I'm not even sure if it's supposed to come out this year.
What the fuck you didn't wearing? You look like fucking Charlie Murphy playing the pimp in the video game.
First of all, I just came from dinner, a very expensive dinner. I had to wear what I had to wear to get inside. There's like a dress code.
That's what the fuck you wearing?
Yes. Yes,
to
this
dinner.
Is dressy. This is dressy.
Oh,
here we go.
Black Panther, baby. Whoop that ass. Whoop that. He's strong as shit.
Strong as shit.
See that? Oh.
Whoop Bucky's ass.
Look at that stance. That recovery's crazy.
That
recovery's crazy.
I'm doing it just like him. Look.
Get him. Get out of here.
Oh.
You too skinny for that.